Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hello, Shadowcat back with more Star Trek Cosmoteer, and last time we entered a brand new system. Welcome to the Padongasis system. Look, I didn't name the thing. The important thing is, we're here now, and we've already done our initial survey. As you can tell, we went around the asteroid belt. And since we got that done relatively quickly, not only did we get the asteroid belt done, but we even picked up a few more signals along the way. We found some more pirate territories, we found lots of asteroids that will probably be really good to mine, and there's still more signals out there to get. And in fact, today, to meet our goal of only 51%, we'll need to get 7 more. And we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll probably find the rest of them if we just explore this inner solar system. And so that's what we're going to start with today. Not only that, but I think we are finally in a position to actually start building another ship. Not only do I think we have the materials to do so, but now that we're in a new place, with a slightly higher cap on fame, there is crew that we can hire. Not a lot, but it's a start. And so, I think we can start making another ship. This could be really good and really important for us. It could be the start of our own fleet. But for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and get started with the inner solar system here. So I'm going to bring the ship this way, and then over here, and we're just going to come around like that. Now, very important is going to be our freighter over here. Because if we're going to make a new ship, we're going to need to use the freighter because this has all the materials we need. We will need to have crystals and dilithium for warp cores. We'll need to have diamonds for phasers. We're going to need to have a lot of stuff. And our freighter has all of it. What we're going to really need, though, is going to be raw materials. And so, if we come across, say, a pirate base, we're going to take it out. And then, we should be able to convert it into a ship. It's not the greatest plan I've got, and it is a little on the violent side. But, we'll need the raw materials from somewhere. And speaking of pirates, there's something going on over there. Not our problem, though. We also went through and redid all of our crew quarters in here. Although I think that was kind of I think that was a long time ago. What do we got here? A Musketeer. Interesting. You know, I wonder, what if we were to salvage this ship and then reformat it? It would give us a start to all the things that we need. The signal. Is somebody coming? I don't think anyone's coming. How many crew would we need to bring this thing back home? Actually, you know what? We don't need any crew to bring this thing back home. Here's what I want to do. I want you guys to grab this ship. So, tractor beams. Automatically push and pull. Yeah, that's good. Grab that. Okay, very good. Now, can we take it back? Let's bring it over here. Let's bring it over here if we can. Perfect. We'll bring it over to the freighter. And that way we have a shell to work on. And somewhere to start when we start working on our own ship. There is a signal right there. However, we're not going to actually be able to scan it yet. We'll come back for it. That, however, could be a problem. Nope, it's not going to be a problem. They ignored us. Okay. Very good, then. Extra large carbon asteroids. Yeah, there's always large asteroids inside of the danger zone. Okay. So we pull a ship in nicely. And there we go. So you guys can stop pulling on that. We'll set you back to a push. And we'll leave you as is. As for the freighter, let's go ahead and pull the freighter over there. We can send a person over there to start repairs. However, it looks like you guys are having trouble driving again, so I guess we'll just kind of leave that as is. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come right there, and then make our way back to that. Can you people not figure this out? Alright, looks like you figured it out. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I don't want this. I want this. Transfer crew to the Musketeer. And when I say transfer crew, I'm saying like 10 crew. We'll send 10 over. They're not going to be there for long. Let's take a look at this ship. Railgun. Wait, what's going on over here? Are we in trouble? No, we're not. Okay. Yeah, ship is dead. But it's okay. Ship is dead, but it's coming online. Now, what about repairs? Lots of steel, lots of coils, but nothing we can't handle. Let's go ahead and get the repairs done. And it looks like the freighter's even going to help out. Let's bring the ship a little bit closer. Closer like that. Very good. We'll get the repairs done, and then maybe we can work on reformatting it later. While they're doing repairs, let's see what we can find about the signal. Another pirate contact coming in. Pirates, raiders. Either way, it's hostile. Are they going to bother us, though? And this is just a beacon. That is an Echo class. And it's on an intercept course. Defensive positions. Take it apart. Watch the shields. Shields are down. We've got to move. Try getting behind it. Photon launcher in the front is gone. Forward shields are back up. Temporarily, at least, though. We're bleeding people. We have lots on EVA. Get rid of that launcher. Take out its defenses. Well, not defenses. Take out its offenses. Alright, let's go get our people back. That was bad. That was very bad. Damage report. Yeah, heavy damage to the forward saucer section. Photon torpedo launchers completely gone, as well as one of the magazines. Interceptors didn't do anything. Fortunately, we can make the repairs. But it's going to take us some time. Speaking of repairs, how are we doing over here? It's like everything is back online. Not bad. It's a weird little ship, but it's fine. And they recommend a crew of 25 for this thing. I suppose. Either way, we're not going to keep it. We're going to try and turn this into something else. Should we start trying? I mean, we might start trying. So, before we can do anything, we will need to lay down some kind of template for it. So if we come over here, and we go into the planning mode, why don't we go ahead and just delete the whole thing. Okay. Now, if we're going to do this, we will need to load something in. And what we want out of our vast library here is something called the Saladin class. Which is going to look something like that. It's a very old model of ship. Just a saucer and a combined engineering and nacelle. So it'll look something like this. Now, since there's not enough beds, so we'll need to fix that. And we'll also need some airlocks. But for the time being, let's just move this a little bit. Come on. We'll move it right there. So we need to have some beds in here. At least enough for 10 people. So this ought to work. In fact, we could... I don't know how we're going to do this. You know what? That'll be fine. We'll just do this. We'll put those beds in there like that, and we'll need some airlocks. I don't know where we're going to put the airlocks yet, but why don't we put the airlocks right here? Okay? And then we can start turning this ship into a proper Starfleet vessel. So let's get to work. That'll take some time for them to deconstruct and then reconstruct. In the meantime, however, the Enterprise is looking good. Why do we have so many torpedoes in here? Why are we so full up on torpedoes? You know what? Don't make any more torpedoes, ever. Don't make any more. Don't do it. That's a no. Just no. Okay, then. Well, we only need 5 more signals, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, so let's go ahead and get this started. We are just going to set a long course and explore everything that we can. We just have to be a little bit careful now, because apparently our shields are perhaps not up to the task anymore. And there's really no way to make the shields any better. That's just not really an option. However, what is an option is shield layering. We could install a second shield core. And what do we got going on over here? Oh, this thing is looking, kind of horrifying. There's a lot to be rebuilt. And this is only the empty skeleton of it. Yeah. This is coming along nicely. I mean, we don't have a proper shipyard or anything, but this is working nicely. Should we make a shipyard? Should we make like a mobile shipyard? How would we even do that? Oh, we should think about that. Like, maybe we should take our freighter concept and turn it into an actual shipyard. How would we do? We would need to take, like... We would need to build some kind of ship that could actually envelop another ship, which would be to say... We have this entire building grid here. What if we were to make, like, a U-shaped ship that could actually encompass an entire other ship? That would be brilliant. We should work on plans for that. Okay. Meanwhile, over here with the Enterprise... We'll speed things up a bit. What are we finding? I'm not sure. Is this a station? This is a station. Yeah, this is a trading post. Cool, that's good to know. However, can we get out of here without destroying another ship? Well, that's a defensive platform, I guess. That was kind of rude, though. Small crystal asteroid. And... that's a swarm. Okay. Tractor beams. Be ready. That is a bottom feeder. A pinion. An astrologian? That one looks familiar. That's a Clink class. Yeah, this is a whole bunch of very small ships. Nothing that we can't handle. And as a matter of fact, we will handle. Turn the ship around. Let them come. The last pirates we found almost took us out. We're not going to let these people do it to anybody else. Okay. Tractor beams. Hold your fire. Core breach. That one's gone. So is that one. And what about this bottom feeder up here? Oh, it's lost one of its primary drive engines. Okay, then. Time for us to do a little bit of cleanup. Okay, that one's gone. An extra large iron asteroid. Iron's not something we really need right now. But, I mean, it's something we can keep in mind. Oh, and then we need to get back on track. There's another one there, another one there. It's an astrologian? Oh, looks like it's completely dead. Oh, it's definitely completely dead now. Okay. And just like that, no more pirate territory. They're done. We only had 3 more left, and this is 3 more. So there we go. This will get us to the 50%. In the meantime, checking out over here, this new ship, at least the frame for it, is almost done. As far as the paint job on it goes, however... Wait, no, wrong ship. The paint job will need to be changed. I mean, the colors aren't bad. But we're going to need to clear all the decals. There we go. We can make do with the colors. We just need to do some proper redecorating later. Alright, so we'll leave that be for now. Let's check up on the Enterprise again. Is that pirate actually heading for that base? Because that's not going to end well for you. No, it's not. That's not going to end well at all. But you know what? It's your funeral. Speaking of... Yep. Pirate signature is gone. We just picked up another one, though. And is this another swarm? Are they going after the other hostile? They're going after the other hostile. Okay, well, this is not our problem then. They're going to blow each other up. I think. No, yeah, they totally look like they're engaged. And in fact, we can see. It is a larger star-blessed something. Definitely holding its own. We can't see it, though. It's out of visual range. However, it may be coming back into visual range. We are turning this ship around. Okay, yeah. One pirate just took out the entire territory of the other pirates. And now they're heading off. I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming. Sometimes things just work out, though. Alright, that just means that we can leave you be for a minute. We'll check up on the other ships. It looks like it's pretty much done. Can we salvage any of this? Yeah. Don't leave the scrap just floating in space. Well, I mean, there's still scrap sitting in space, but either way. We open it up. Yeah, we've got people that are in there. They have airlocks. There's nothing the ship can do yet. Not without a bridge, not without engines, you know, all the stuff like that. We'll take care of that in a minute, though. I don't want to get too focused on it right now, but we do at least have the base for it. So what do we have over here? This is another ship. A bouncer class. I mean, we could take it with us. Tractor beam. We'll bring it with. Oh, wait, no, hold on. We want to keep it. Yeah, right there is good. And we'll head over there. We'll bring the ship with us. We can use it for parts. So we'll get this last signal, and then we'll head back to the freighter. What's that? A wayward class. Interesting design. Definitely unorthodox. There's a lot of very interesting design ships around here. And this is just another beacon. Nav beacons are great and all. Now he's got to cross the asteroid belt and this pirate territory, but I'm not too worried about it. It's a rising star. Lots of cannons. But I'm not too concerned. However, it is blowing the hell out of the ship behind us. There's nothing left of it now. Well, that's just rude. And core breach. That ship is gone. Alright, well, there's nothing left of this ship now. Just let it go. That was unfortunate. In the meantime, though, we can go ahead and turn this in. So, explore the Pedong Assist system, 50%. Done. Also, there's a couple of bounties in here that we can claim. So that one, and this one. So we can go ahead and take care of these. Oh, and this one. Still lots of bounties out there. We're not looking for bounties, but they happen. Okay, though. Now that we're bringing the Enterprise back in, the Enterprise is going to need some repairs. What is the damage report on that? Minor damage to the forward port saucer section. That's it. Just cosmetic damage. And a little bit of damage to one of the navigation thrusters. But otherwise, it's fine. So that frees us up to work on this. We wanted to build a Saladin class. We're going to build a Saladin class now. Alright, so first things first. We need to have a picture of the Saladin class, which should go right there. And we'll need to have some stats for the Saladin class. Now, the stats for the Saladin class are skimpy, and we don't really need a whole lot for them. But the Saladin class was an older ship that was only capable of, like, Warp 6, I think, on the old scale. So, kind of slow. It has 6 phaser banks. It has 2 photon torpedo launchers. That's it. And so that's what we are going to build today. So let's start with the basics. Of course, we're going to need a bridge. It needs to go right in the middle of the saucer. Right? Yeah, right there. Okay, so that's got to go there. Next, we are going to need to have some engines. Now, normally I would want to use these great big engines, but as for where we put them, I suppose we could put them right here. Kind of like that. I mean, it automatically clears out the space. However, that means that we can't put anything else down here. We should be fine. I think it should be fine. Of course, we are going to need some shields. And shields, not small. Or not, well, these are small currently. Is it small or extra small? It's extra small. How about just small? Small will actually do it. Okay, there we go. Small. And there's a little bit of wiggle room there. We will need to have a warp nacelle. And there's enough room back here for a 2x9. That's probably the best one that we can get for this ship. And of course, we'll need to have a warp core. And a small warp core should do it. The medium warp core is kind of enormous. And the large warp core? That is insanely big. No, we just want a small warp core. And for higher efficiency, we're going to put it up here. Can I not turn it? Does it not turn? Ready, room turns. Warp core does not turn. Okay then, so we're going to put it right here. And that should hopefully make that okay. Alright, so next, we're going to need some torpedo launchers. Deck torpedo launchers specifically, because I like having the armor in front. So put a torpedo launcher there. We're going to put a torpedo launcher back here as well. And of course, every torpedo launcher will need to have a magazine. So, yeah, like that. And then we'll just get rid of that one. So there's our 2 torpedo launchers. We're also going to need to have 6 phaser banks. Which means that we should probably have 2 forward, 2 to the sides, and 2 back. So where are phasers? Here we go, phaser bank. So the sides will be easy. The sides will just go there and there. The rear, however, is going to have to go right here. And then the forward, don't have too many options on this one. We could put it right here. I mean, that might be good. Okay, so there we go. And that means that we'll need these controllers. And there we go. So, 6 phasers, 2 photon torpedo launchers. That's good. Now, we will need to have some kind of power because it recommends down here that we need 1.4 power. Oh, and also, one other thing before I forget about it. This is the saucer section. This is the engineering section, which means that we will need to have turbo lifts, which will be represented by these. So, there's our turbo lifts between the saucer section and the engineering section. We will need to have some sensors. Alright, there we go. I don't know why it's making me do this for reduced refund. I don't get it. Either way, though, there's sensors, tractor beam. We could put the tractor beam right here. So it's got, you know, both of those. It's going to need crew quarters. So this thing, they're recommending a crew of 60. We still need power, too. Mostly we need power for the shield core. And it's recommending power suggested 6.1. How much is this? Oh, a small core is only 1.5. Okay, then. What about a medium core? So that's worth 4.5. And we could put another one over here. And if we go ahead and just move this back, we could go ahead and put a large one back here. That puts us up to 22.5, which is far higher than the 6.1 that we were recommended. But this will take care of a lot for us, actually. So we've got direct access to both the warp core and the shield core from this this battery cell. We're good. In addition, we have full access over here to both the tractor beam and sensors. We can get rid of some of these doors, just to make it look a little bit better. Let's see. In the meantime, what else do we need? It says we're missing crew quarters, and it does say that we need about 60. So what can we do about that? Crew quarters. The biggest that we have is this residence. And what happens if we install one of these? A residence is worth 36. So we would need to have at least 2 of these. So what if instead of putting that there, we were to put it over here somewhere? I mean, what if we did this? No, because it wouldn't fit on the other side. No, it doesn't fit on the other side. So what if we go one step lower to a barracks? A barracks is worth 24. And we could put a barracks, or 2 barracks like that. Maybe not. Maybe not. What about space that we're not using? do we have any space that we're not using? Maybe we should just try to go smaller. Like, what about up here? We could put some quad bunks up here. Kind of like this? Maybe. Yeah, we could put some quad bunks up there like that. Also, we need a lot more coils. Why do we need so many coils? What do we need all these hypercoils for? The bridge is going to take 70 of them. What is taking so many? Reactor cores are taking 108. The shield core takes 250 on its own. So does the warp nacelle takes 160. That's a lot of coils. We don't really have the coils. How many do we have? We have 456. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First off, we're going to contact this station, see how many they have. So, supplies, hypercoils. We're buying all your hypercoils. Let's bring the ship in closer. Then, since we found the trade station over there, we can pop back over there and see if they've got hypercoils to sell. Not to mention, we can turn everything back on here. Let's go into full manufacturing mode. All right, very good. So they're going to get busy like that. Now, as for this ship, can we, like, maybe strip some of this stuff out to make it workable? Like, what can we get rid of? Like, what if we get rid of the shield core, the warp core, the nacelle? Ah, see, by getting rid of those three things, we're now within the limit for building. So let's go ahead and start making this. And then as we can collect more hypercoils, we'll go ahead and add the rest of the things in. The Enterprise is also going to come over here just like this. That way the airlocks are close by for the crew. This is going to be a project. But you know what? It's been a long-term goal of ours to get this done. And now we're finally able to do it. Now, I don't know that we're going to be able to crew it, not immediately. But look at it come together. How awesome is that? Not to mention, if we take a look over here, we should be in full production of hypercoils now. Right? Which one is it? That's a mine factory. Coil factory, hypercoil factory. And for that, we just need to have regular coils and copper. So we're going to need more copper here pretty soon. Look at them go! I love to see it. And they are manufacturing steel. Okay, so while we're at this, don't forget to recover these coils, because we're going to need them. And in the meantime, does the Enterprise have anything to send over? We have some coils that we can send, yeah. Contact the Fanged Freighter. Let's send some stuff over. Ammunitions we can send over. We don't need them. Coils. We can send that over. We can send that. Send pretty much everything over. Except for the stuff that we really need, like antimatter. So go ahead and send it. The more materials we can send over to the freighter for processing, the better. Alright, and so if we take a look, I mean, yeah, they got lots of hypercoils done already. So what can we build now? We'll need to get in the warp core. Can we afford the warp core now? Yes, we can afford the warp core. Right? Okay, yeah, they're working on it now. Look at them go! It is so cool to watch them work. And there we go. Warp core is online. Did we get all the doors? No, we didn't get all the doors. Still need those doors. Now, what about shields? Insufficient coils. Okay. What about the warp nacelle? Insufficient coils. Can we produce any more coils? No, because apparently we're out of copper. Can we buy more copper? Is copper something that you have? No, but you do have some more coils. So we'll buy coils from you. No, they don't sell copper. Okay, we'll trade for those, and in the meantime, the Enterprise is going to go out and look for maybe a large copper asteroid. In fact, we're going to go visit that base. And see what we can pull up there. Yeah, I still think having a proper shipyard might be really cool. I mean, we're talking about something that would be incredibly vulnerable to just about any kind of attack. However, just having the ability to do so, to actually have a shipyard, ooh, right there. Copper asteroid. And there's another one right there. Got him. Tag him and bag him. And you know, the Saladin class should, caveat there, be mobile enough to bring it to the asteroid belt if we needed to. Alright. So let's contact them and see what we can buy. Nuclear missiles, okay. So lots of coils, we can buy those. And a little bit of copper. Also some titanium. That's good too. Probably gold as well. Maybe just like all the raw resources. Like carbon, uranium. We'll just buy all of this stuff. We'll buy that too. I don't want to just buy everything. But there we go. So we'll let them take care of all the trading. Excellent. Alright, let's bring the Enterprise back. In the meantime, let's see. Let's go into building. We do still need to have more crew capacity on here, because we need to have roughly 60, and we ain't got it yet. So we need to have like 4 more of these. And I'm thinking we can put some there. And some here? No, we can't do that. And there's a reason why we can't do that. We could put some right here. I mean, this space isn't really being used for anything right now. Yeah, right there should be good. So that takes care of crew complement. And while I'm thinking about it, we also have to edit the ship name. So this is going to be the Saladin class. Or just the Saladin, actually. We're just going to call it the Saladin. And this was designed by somebody whom I don't know, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. We're just going to call this the Saladin, though. It's been a long time coming. Interestingly, though, where is everybody? Oh, most of them are on the bridge, actually. And while I'm at it, let's see. Oh, we can't actually contact anyone because there's nobody on the bridge. We'll contact the station as soon as we can to see if we can get some more crew on here. But for that, I actually need the people to come to the bridge. Please, come to the bridge. They're too busy at the engines. Alright, well, how about this then? Why don't we send the people over? We'll send them all the people they need. Which means that Tuxedo might end up on the Saladin. That'd be a heck of a promotion. And then the Fanged Freighter will contact the station for reinforcements. Yep, we can hire 15 people on. Which means that the Fanged Freighter is now criminally understaffed. Again. But it'll be okay. Ah, and here they come. There's also another station that we can hit up. And we still need shields on this ship. We cannot leave home without shields. And there we go. That should do it. Oh, no, wait, that doesn't do it. We still need to get the warp nacelle. No warp nacelle, no warp. However, shields are a good start because we don't need the warp nacelle just yet. Shields, however, are going to be significantly more important. What is that going to put our crew requirement up to, though? 59. That does not look done. Ah, okay. No, reinforcements from the actual station. Right, they're bringing us steel. And we've got the coils. That's almost done. And the Enterprise is here. Excellent. Let's start transferring resources. So this is going to go to the flying freighter. We are going to send over pretty much everything. Transfer. And there we go. Warp core is online. Well, no, warp core is built. Now we need to get somebody to actually put some power in it. Alright, doors are installed. And just like that, shields are online. However, can't help but notice it doesn't seem to be, reaching. I didn't notice that before. Okay, it doesn't quite cover the whole ship. However, we can just increase the size by a step. And by doing that, now it covers everything. Now, you do generally want to keep it as tight as you can. But in this case, it's not really possible. Alright, something else that it's going to need. I just remembered, we don't have any kind of maneuvering thrusters. So we will have to do that. So we'll come over here. We're going to get just these standard thrusters. I'm thinking right there is good. Right there. And right there. And perhaps even down here? We gotta be kind of careful where we put them. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe right here. Right there should be good too. That'll give us the maneuvering thrusters that we need. How are we doing over here with hypercoils? Well, actually, we got a lot of hypercoils. Can we get the warp nacelle installed now? So, warp nacelle, a 2x9. Yeah, we got this. How are we doing on crew? Still pretty good. Something this ship does not have a whole lot of, though, is defense. It's very offensive right now, but doesn't have a whole lot in the way of defense. I'm talking like, you know, missile interception, shell interception, things of that nature. But we may work on that over time. As far as defenses go, we do need to have some, we do need to have these. So we can go ahead and put some fire extinguishers there. That open space up front isn't really serving us any purpose. It's a little bit too hard to get to for fire extinguishers, but I'm going to go back into blueprint mode here temporarily. It'd be a great place to put the airlocks. Now, since we don't need the airlocks back here, we can go ahead and put fire extinguishers there. Down here, we can also put fire extinguishers there, as well as back here, just in case. Because fire extinguishers are important, don't forget to get yours checked. And doors. Like, these need to have doors on them too. We put a door there, a door there. Just so we have straight pass-throughs into the impulse engines. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. All in all, this is looking like a pretty good ship. So we got our forward airlocks. We don't have a whole lot of storage on board. We can fix that a little bit. Like, we can put one there. We can do that there. We can put one here. Because I want to make sure we have walkarounds. Over here, you can put one there. There's not enough room for a full walk around over there. And down here... Oh, we still need to have... Wait, there's no way to get into the warp nacelle. I guess you can only have doors in the back of it? Okay, hold on, we gotta move some stuff then. That's got to go backwards. That's got to go backwards. Those don't actually have to move. But then we can do that. And we can add the door there. Okay. So that's good. Are we good on doors everywhere else? I think we are. And technically speaking, I don't think that we really need to have the door there, nor there. We can do the same thing over here. We don't need to have those. That looks good. Make the modifications. Alright, and I want you to pull the Enterprise over here. So the only thing the ship apparently is really missing right now is going to be ammunition for the torpedo launchers. And what are you doing to this ship? Move over there. Right there should be fine. Alright, how are we doing with moving everything? How are we doing on crew? So the current recommended is still 61. There we go. We're getting storage installed. torpedo parts. Okay, we need to actually label these magazines. There we go. Everything else can be general storage, but those have to be magazines. I think we're pretty good there. And since the Enterprise has so many extra torpedo parts, the Enterprise can supply them. Also, we can get repairs done, now that I'm thinking about it. So we're going to contact the Saladin, and we're going to send them torpedo parts. Lots of torpedo parts. So is there anything else that we're missing? Actually, no, there is something that we're missing. But I don't think we're going to be able to put it on here anywhere. I'm not sure. Actually, yes, we can. Maybe. No, wait, that's a phaser bank. What we do need, that we're forgetting so far, we need navigation lights. Because every starship has had navigation lights. Is it something that's, you know, terribly important? No, not really. But it is still kind of important. So we need to have some navigation lights back here. And we'll go ahead and put some navigation lights up here. And since we can, we'll put navigation lights back here too. And the Enterprise also has little floodlights up here as well, but we can't really fit them there. We could put them up here, though. We can put those there. They're not hurting anything. So this one, and this one will all have to be green. So that's going to be 00FF00. And then this one, and this one will all have to be red. And so now, when we look at it from the outside, perfect. Not to mention we got the big bright headlights out front. That's looking like a pretty proper Starfleet vessel. Except for this kind of coloring. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to copy the base color of the Enterprise. And the base paint here is 879BA3. 879BA3. So we're going to come to the palette. That's going to be 879BA3. And then we'll just go with the flat coloring instead of the texture. And there we go. However, what I will do is, because we did modify this from another ship, I'll keep the other decal layers and we'll see what markings we can put on it. Just to kind of make it, you know, unique. It's going to be Starfleet, but unique. And I think that's it. We'll also have to make sure that this is a little bit more well-defined. Like, if we were going to do this, what if we What if we took one of these other decal colors, like, say, this green, maybe? And we go around the outside edge. Well, that's more of a gray color. What if we took this more red color? And we were to go around the entire outside of the ship like this. Or not the outside of the ship, but the outside of the saucer section. Just to help better define it. So we do that. And then, of course, we can do this to just kind of help even things out a bit. And make it look a little bit more rounded. And then we'll take these little corner pieces here. And we'll do that. Just like that. And that helps kind of separate the saucer section from the engineering section. Because you gotta have something to kind of balance it out a bit. Or rather, differentiate it. Not balance it out. Differentiate it. But there we go. The Saladin class. Does it move? Yeah, it moves. And so for the first mission, escort duty. We need to refill in copper. And so we're going to take the fanged freighter out. And if we run into trouble, well, we have a new ship to help. It's a good ship. I have high hopes for this ship. It's very well armed. I mean, to the point where it's practically a powder keg waiting to go off. But it's got decent armor on it. It's got good shields. And it should be an absolute monster. By the way, did Tux ever end up here? I don't see Tux here. So Tux, is Tux still on the freighter then? Tuxedo is still on the fanged freighter. Currently working in the port side nacelle. I mean, okay, there you go. So, sorry Tux, you did not get your own personal command. Not yet, at least. I don't see us getting into a fight, though. Everything over here is pretty safe, so we will probably wait until the next time before we actually see the Saladin class in action. But now we can send the Enterprise and the Saladin out together if we think things are going to get a bit hairy, or if we need to cover more ground, we now have a second ship that we can send out. And so what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and restock on some of our raw resources, get the fanged freighter really topped off. And when we come back next time, we'll get started on getting up to 3/4 of this system scanned, maybe even a little bit more than that. One way or another, though, we're making progress. So, if you want to see how well the Saladin class actually handles when it comes to proper combat, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that way you get notified when the video comes out. If you know anybody else who's also into Star Trek or Cosmoteer, then share this video with them. But otherwise, if you have suggestions for other ships you might like to see in here, then leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. And, I mean, as we're expanding our fleet, we may be able to put them in. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, there's definitely potential here. And I'm looking forward to it. So, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time for more Star Trek Cosmoteer. And until then, take care.